In this video, I'm going to take a look at the list views. A list view is a list of records, okay? So it could be our customer list. So if I go into customers, this is my customer list view. Go back to my role center, go into vendors, this is my vendor list. Go back to role center, go into items. This is my item list. List views can also refer to lists of documents. So if I go to sales and go to sales orders, this is my sales order list, okay? So all list views all have very similar layout, will change slightly depending on the data being displayed, but a lot of the functionality is the same, okay? So just gonna look through some of the quick features on the list view. So if I start off in the customer list, now the first thing that we can have a look at is the layout options. So you can see at the minute we've got some tiles for our customers. Now, if we click into this little icon here to view layout options, we've got tiles. We've got tool tiles, which put them slightly larger. And then we've also got list, okay? So those are the three different layout options that we've got. I previously worked in finance, so I prefer to have a list view with data. But if you want to, that you could have the tiles that include the images. And actually, perhaps for the items, if we go and have a look at the tile view, we can see the pictures, which might be more relevant than they are in the customers and vendors. So if we go back into the customer list view, the other thing that I want to focus on is this little window over here. This is the information area, so or the fact box. So I can expand and collapse that by clicking on this information icon. So I can get a bit more screen space if I want to just look at my data, or I can open up the fact box here. The fact box is resizable, so if I can drag and expand that as I want to. And what the fact box is doing is it's giving us more information about the record we got selected. So at the minute I can see for customer 10,000, I've got some open sales quotes, I've got some open invoices, return orders, I've got some posted documents. And coming down, I can see some statistics about the customer. These are all linked. So as with any Q tiles, if I want to look at these quotes, I can just quickly jump into them. If I wanted to look at the outstanding orders, again, click on the number, it takes me to the sales lines. It's a really, really useful way of seeing a little bit more information about the record. And that information will change just by clicking on the different customers. Okay, so as I'm doing that, this information is changing in the fact box. So really, really handy. That information will change depending on the page you're on. So if we went to sales quotes, you can see here we've actually got the customer details. And actually from a document, when I come in, you can actually see I've got sales line details. So if I'm selecting that sales line, I can see a bit more information about the item that's actually on there. So really, really useful feature. Come back up to the customer list. We've also, within the FactBox Pane, we've got the attachments. So if I come into there, we've got any documents that are attached to this record. If I drop down there, I can show details of any files we've got. I can upload new ones. We've got links, so I can open that up. So we could put in a web address if we wanted to, or a link to somewhere else. If we want to edit that, we can use that to jump to the actual web address, or we can drop into there and we can edit it or delete it. Okay. Also got notes. So if I go into notes, I can just add a note, and then that is on the on that customer. Again, if I click on that, it will open the note up, so I can modify it here. I can see when it was last edited, or I can delete it. Okay. So that was a brief overview of what a list page is and some of the basic functionality that you've got within there. The last thing to mention is that you've actually got this expand or retract icon here. So if I click that, it will go into a widescreen layout again, so I can see a bit more information. As a default, they always open in the condensed view so that you don't have to scroll too far. If you found that video useful, please let me know. If you want me to cover anything else, drop a comment below, and please subscribe to the channel for future videos. Thanks for watching.